Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stanley White. I've lived in Montclair all my life, 71 years. I went through the Montclair school system. When I was in high school, sophomore year, school had not begun yet. This is like the first Sunday in September in 1966. So it's Sunday, September the 4th. I went to church school, Sunday school, expecting there to be a Sunday school. I was attending Union Baptist Church, which is on the corner of Midland Avenue and Portland Place. When I arrived, there was no Sunday school. Why not? The adults were planning for Dr. King coming the following Sunday. The deputy mayor at that time was Matthew G. Carter, who eventually became the mayor. Reverend Rice was retiring, and they were in the midst of planning for the following Sunday, September the 11th, when Dr. King would speak at the church service at 11 o'clock, and also at the high school, I believe at 4 o'clock. The component that's not mentioned in that planning period was Reverend Congressman William H. Gray. William Gray had been brought from the First Baptist Church, which was where Christ Church is now, but he was a student minister. His responsibility was for us young adults. He was attending Drew Seminary, working on his master's degree. Why do I bring him up? His father was a minister also in Philadelphia, and there was a close tie between Bill Gray's father and Martin Luther King. So that's how the arrangements got planned. When I got to Sunday school and they explained to me there is no Sunday school, and they told me what was going on, and I was like, well, how do I get to attend? Sorry, all the tickets are gone. But my buddy Matthew Carter said, well, I got a way for you to get in. You can be an usher. I was told that the ushers had to assemble, I want to say Max Music Room. Those of you that went through Montclair school system a while back know there was a music teacher named Mr. McCullen, and it was his choral room, which is still there, that we were supposed to assemble in at 2:30, if I remember correctly. The following Sunday, September 11th, 2:30, I was there on time. But Dr. King did not appear at 3 o'clock. Matthew Carter did not appear at 3 o'clock. Reverend Rice did not appear. What was going on? All the ushers, I think I was the youngest one, we waited and we waited, and we were concerned, why is it taking so long? We knew nothing about what was going on in the gymnasium. We knew nothing about what was going on with the protesters on Park Street, because we were inside the building and couldn't see all that. Roughly about 3:45, the program was supposed to begin at 4. At 3:45, the doors to the music room opened. If I remember right, Reverend Rice walked in first, followed by Dr. King, followed by Matthew Carter, followed by somebody we had never seen before. If you look at the pictures of Dr. King sitting alone in that music room, later on, there is a man standing while he's sitting in the chair. That's his bodyguard. In that music room, all three gentlemen thanked the ushers. Then they walked around and shook our hand. For a long time, I didn't want to wash my hand. That experience of not wanting to wash your hand when somebody you think is very important to you shakes it is totally true. I don't remember much of what was said in the auditorium. The King, yeah, you can do that. The King Foundation in Atlanta has been working with Stanford University in chronologically journaling all of Dr. King's works. There are currently 7 volumes like this. They're all the way up to 1962. They have not gotten to 1966 yet, because I'm curious as to what Dr. King said in Montclair's auditorium. So I have to wait, I guess, for maybe 2 more of these volumes to come out. But if you ever want to know what Dr. King said, there are some of these volumes in the Montclair Public Library.